Say what's cracking, YouTube? It's your boy 16 to life, and I'm back like I'm on a pro violation. Yard down. Now, for those of y'all that's new to my page, in 1994, I got arrested. I was eventually sentenced to 16 years plus life, and I ended up doing 24 years straight in the California prison system. So I come on here and I share my stories, my experiences with y'all. Of course, from time to time, I'll get people leaving comments in the comment section talking about that I'm glorifying prison. I make prison seem cool, and I'm misleading people. And that's definitely what I'm not trying to do. So on Fridays, what I like to do is a segment that I call Free Game Friday. And what that is I got that from when I was out there young, hustling on the block, doing what I was doing. We'd have older homies who would come through from time to time, and they would try to give us some wisdom, tell us certain little things to make us be safer, move smarter, and hopefully eventually get out of the streets, period. So like I say, I wanted to do this for y'all last Friday, but I end up a diesel ran into me on Thursday in the back of my car on the freeway, messed a few things up, so I had some things I had to tend to. But anyway, that being said, let's hop into it. Also, man, I got a small cold, so hopefully, I can get through this. But anyway, uh, the first thing I want to touch on, though, man, is I just feel it's extremely important to really understand and know the people in your circle. Because in this day and age, man, it's so much, it's so much snake shit going on, man, that it's important for you to know the individuals that you're dealing with and that you're around on a day-to-day basis. And in my situation, I happen to be from a small town. And so a lot of the dudes who I end up hitting the block with, I literally knew since I was 5, 6 years old. My parents that grew up with their parents. And so the difference between that was I saw these dudes more than homeboys. These dudes was my family. You know what I'm saying? We had grew up together all our lives, played sports together. A lot of us went to the same church together. So we see each other all week at school, then also on the weekends, at the YMCA basketball game, at the swimming pool, whatever. So we knew their family. We spent the night at each other's house. And so I say all that to say, when you know an individual like that, man, that dude, he's now not necessarily your homeboy, he's your brother. And so you're not out in the streets. You don't have the want or the desire to do something to him or turn around and snake him and do something because you see him as a homie. But nowadays, when social media makes being in the street to some people trendy. And so you have other individuals now who necessarily their heart is not in it, or they're not from your block. They don't have the same bond that maybe you and another individual have. So they make their way over there just to be a part of something. And then in the event they get caught up in a situation, and it could be numerous situations. Now they ready to do some snake type shit. You might be out there having big paper. One of their homeboys who they know from a different area talking about setting you up, and they with it because they don't really have a connection to you, or you might have gotten some trouble, caught you a case. You done spoken, told this dude some information about what you done, and now he's willing to turn you in. That's why I always say, man, for one, you supposed to share information with individuals on a need to know basis. And to keep it real, a lot of dudes don't need to know what you done. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, man, our quest for recognition and want people to know that we with the business and we with the shit makes us share information with individuals we really should keep to ourselves. And then it comes back to haunt us. Maybe had we never told a certain individual it was us shooting around the corner the other night, when that dude got caught up in a stolen car 3 weeks later, he wouldn't have even had that information to provide. So sometimes, y'all, we got to check ourselves, man, and we got to just, keep things close to the vest. And like I say, it's another thing that a lot of us get caught up in the I guess in the fantasy or the facade of wanting to be a so-called real nigga or a street nigga. You know what I'm saying? And basically, I guess that is a person that's out there willing to get his squab on, selling dope, shooting at dudes, handling his business. A dude that's really with the shit. But like I say, man, chasing all those things, trying to prove ourselves to other people who are out there are the same thing that's going to get us removed from the things that we love the most, and incarcerated and killed if we're not lucky, all because we're trying to live up to a certain opinion. So we need to start thinking, man, about what's really important to us and redefining, redefining our ideas about our life, because like I say, man, in the quest to be a real nigga can have an individual sitting up in the penitentiary for the next 25, 30 years. And then all those people he was trying to prove that he was a real nigga too, they've moved on with their life. Now, you may have a few dudes out there who was quote unquote so-called real niggas as well. And they not just to be around for the long haul, because if they out there living that life, they either gonna be incarcerated with you or they gonna be in the grave. But like I say, in our quest to prove and live a certain type of life, we don't realize, man, that we throwing our life away. Like I say, man, I sat in the pen for 24 years, and it definitely wasn't worth it. And so that's the thing that we got to think about, man. We all think that we can't get caught, and it's not gonna happen to us. But like I say, it does. And all we have to do nowadays is just look on social media every day, man. We see a person who was out there in the street losing his life. We see friends killing friends. And like I say, in my day, man, that was a no-no. Now it's cool. It's cool, man, for one of your homeboys to kill another one of your homeboys. But you have to look at it like this. If he'll kill one of your homeboys, he'll kill you. And so if you hanging with a dude that'll kill you over a small amount of nothing, then this dude is really not your homeboys. And if he'll kill you over a little bit of nothing, y'all might as well not even be from the same hood or be hanging around each other or be in the same circle or be in the same clique or from the same block or whatever, if that's going to be permitted. But like I say, man, the streets is so nasty and ugly right now that I just really don't see no win in being in the streets. Now, I know a lot of us feel that we have to be in the street because we have to hustle, and I can understand that. But at some point in time, I believe a lot of us lose focus and we forget why we hopped in the streets to begin with. If we gonna use the excuse, man, I need to get paid, I'm broke, or whatever. But then once we start having a nice chunk of change and we start getting paper, we forget about we was hustling to get this amount of paper to get out of the street. Now it comes into a lifestyle now to where we want to flex. We want to floss. We got to look good. And like I say, those are the type of things that develops jealousy in the hearts of other individuals. When they see you having bread, when they see you pulling up in that brand new whip, their hearts become cold because you getting paper in a way that they not having it. You know what I'm saying? And those are the things that we have to stay focused with, man. Like I say, you should never floss. Never let a dude know what you're doing, man, because all it does is make people want to come get you. You know what I'm saying? How many times can you pull up in that new whip before one of these dudes is going to get jealous and want to try to test you for your bread, want to try to try you? Now, you may have to lay this dude down. You may have to pop him or he may take your life. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say we got to stay focused on having an exit plan. When you in the street, the main thing is to get in and get out. Not stay till you get cracked. You wind up going to jail and you lose everything. And then if you think about it, you was really hustling for nothing. And so like I say, man, staying focused is, in my opinion, is extremely important. Say, for instance, man, you got $20,000. You supposed to cut that in half. That's 10,000. And then you supposed to cut that in half. That's 5,000. And possibly if you want to flex or ball out, you ball out with that. But that's after you didn't recop and got the things you need to get. Because like I say, if you out there hustling and you getting money in any type of spot, if you sit down, man, and put you a plan together to go hard for a year, don't spend no bread that you don't have to spend, don't floss on nothing, no chains, no jewelry, whips, you can eventually have a nice amount of money saved up and then get out of the game and do you something that's legitimate. And you don't have to be worried about looking over your back going to jail. You don't have to be worried about dudes coming to jack you, dudes coming to kill you. You know what I'm saying? Because the game is real, man, and it gets ugly. And we don't necessarily understand how easy you can become in another man's mind his come up plan. Like I say, man, it's just so much snake stuff going on, and it's cool, man, to have no morals in the street. I remember back when I was out there hustling, and especially before, dudes who was out there hustling and selling dope, so-called street players, they love to see other dudes getting money, man, because it was an inspiration that they could get out there and get money. But nowadays the game is so wicked and so cold. Dudes would prefer to jack you and kill you over what they think you have. You may not even have them the amount of money, but the way you flexing and flossing on these dudes have them thinking that you're doing better than you actually are. Because one thing dudes love to do in the street, they love to sit back and try to count another man's money. Instead of focusing on what they doing, they trying to figure out how much bread you got and how they can slide their way in. And if you don't bless them in the way they feel that they should be blessed, then here comes the devious plots and the plans. And next thing you know, you tied up somewhere. Like I say, man, the game is real, man. And we need to think about these things. We need to think about the people we hanging around. And we definitely need to think about the individuals we are sharing our information and our business with, man. So like I say, this is Free Game Friday, man. Y'all definitely be sure to stay safe. It's your boy 16 to Life. Y'all already know what it is. Resume normal program.